What's up, everybody? It's Minister Erskine Gibson, aka the modern day prophet, representing the Church of the Enlightened. And this video is going to be called Why the Ratio 1 to 4 is So Significant in the Scheme of Creation. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. That ratio 1 to 4. And it's way more important and significant than y'all probably realize. And I'm shocked that nobody else has noticed this or caught on to this. Y'all probably know all about the Fibonacci number sequence, the golden ratio, pi. Y'all probably know about E equals MC squared. You probably know about the Pythagorean theory, but you probably don't realize how important this ratio 1 to 4 is. So let's get started. Let me explain it to you. The first place we see this ratio 1 to 4 is in a water molecule. A water molecule has 10 electrons. It has 8 oxygen electrons and 2 hydrogen electrons. That's a relationship of 8 to 2. If you simplify that, that's 1 to 4 or 4 to 1. The reason why that's so significant is because what do you think holds an atom together? Or what do you think holds a molecule together? Let me tell you, it's the same thing that holds our planets together with our sun and all of the rest of these other solar systems together. It's gravity. It's gravitational force that holds an atom together, and that's what holds a molecule together. So the reason this is so significant is because the ratio 1 to 4 explains the gravitational relationship that exists between the hydrogen electrons and the oxygen electrons. So now, where else do we see this relationship of 1 to 4 or 4 to 1? We see it in the relationship between our Earth and our moon. The Earth and the moon also has that same 1 to 4 relationship like the water molecule does. The Earth would be 4 and the moon would be the 1. And the moon has the exact same gravitational relationship with the Earth that the hydrogen electrons have with the oxygen electrons in the water molecule. Now, I have a way I can even prove this. The ancient Egyptians also agreed with me because they also found a place where this 1 to 4 exists, and it actually exists within our own, within our body. If you measure from your elbow to the tip of your middle finger and compare that to the height of your body, the Egyptians believed this was the same ratio that existed between the Earth and the moon. So let's test their theory out. So if I measure between my elbow and the tip of my finger, I get 16.5. Now my height is 67 inches. Yeah, I know I'm not a tall guy. But if I divide 16.5 into 67, I get 4.06060606, repeating. So basically, that's 4 times. So the ratio from your elbow to your middle fingertip compared to your body is the same 1 to 4 relationship that exists within a water molecule and in a relationship between the Earth and the moon. Now, I figured out something that the Egyptians didn't even know, because I got to thinking, like, why would that only exist in the arms and not the legs? So I measured from my knee to my foot, and guess what? That also measures 16.5 inches. So it's the exact same ratio. The ratio actually exists twice. That 1 to 4 ratio exists twice within our body. First, between our elbow and our middle fingertip, and from our knee to the bottom of our foot. So why? Now, some of you may be asking, okay, if there's a gravitational relationship between the water molecule, between the hydrogen and the oxygen electrons, and there's a relationship between the Earth and the moon, how would that apply to our body and our limbs being also built off that 1 to 4 ratio? Well, this is how it applies to gravity to us. Our limbs are built in a certain proportion that allows us to move fluidly and freely through gravity. That's why our body is proportioned the way it is, based off that same 1 to 4 ratio, because it allows us to be able to not have to walk sideways or bent over, or, we're able to move fluidly because our body is proportioned based off that 1-to-4 ratio, if that makes sense to you. Now, where's the last place that I've seen this 1-to-4 ratio? Now, I'm the only person in the world who knows this. Scientists are trying to figure this out as bad as they can, but they have no idea. I am the only one that knows it. They're trying to figure it out with technology, and our technology is nowhere near what it needs to be able to see a full picture of what I'm about to describe next and tell you where this 1-to-4 relationship exists again. This would be in the Alpha Centauri solar system. If you know what the Alpha Centauri solar system is, it's the closest solar system to us, and it consists of 3 stars, Proxima Centauri and Alpha Centauri A and B. Alpha Centauri A and B revolve around Proxima Centauri. Now, what I know and nobody else knows is how many planets are revolving around Proxima Centauri and Alpha Centauri A and B, which is how I'm able to tell you what I'm about to tell you next. There are 8 planets revolving around Proxima Centauri, and there's 1 planet each revolving around Alpha Centauri A and B. So once again, we see an 8-to-2 relationship, and when we simplify that, that's 4-to-1 or 1-to-4. It's the same 1-to-4 relationship we've seen between the Earth and the Moon and in the water molecule. The 2 planets in the Alpha Centauri solar system have the same gravitational relationship with the 8 planets of Proxima Centauri. The 2 planets, Alpha Centauri A and B, have that same relationship with the 8 planets of Proxima Centauri. Simplified, making that a 4-to-1 or 1-to-4, meaning they have the same gravitational impact. Those 2 planets have the same gravitational impact on the 8 planets that the Moon has on the Earth, and that the hydrogen electrons have on the oxygen electrons in the water molecule. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all knew what Alpha Centauri really was and what you were looking at and what it represented, your jaw would hit the fucking floor. I promise y'all. If y'all really knew what Alpha Centauri was, your mind would be blown. Your mind would be blown. Now, if you've watched my videos, I've already explained what Alpha Centauri is and how I've been able to make the prediction of how many planets it has. You just have to go watch my videos. I'm not going to explain it again in this video. But, to make a long story short, Alpha Centauri also has that same 1-to-4 ratio. So if you've been paying attention, we see that 1-to-4 ratio in the water molecule. We see it in the relationship between the Earth and the Moon. We see it in our own bodies. Our limbs compared to the height of our body is also the same 1-to-4 ratio. And we see it in the Alpha Centauri solar system, where the 2 planets of Alpha Centauri A and B have the 1-to-4 relationship with the 8 planets of Proxima Centauri. So, man, I hope y'all really, really got to learn something here, because that's my job. It's Church of the Enlightened, is to enlighten you. I'm going to tell y'all, Church of the Enlightened is the only church that matters. None of these other churches matter because nobody else has the truth. I am the only person in this entire world who really understands this universe and what it is and how to understand it. If people would just open their eyes and listen to what I'm saying, it would be so easy for y'all to recognize. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of y'all will never see it and never be able to understand it if you got that if you're brainwashed and you got all those lies and deceptions and falsehoods swimming around in your head. You'll never be able to see the truth. You never will. But I got it. And, believe it if you will. Anyway, thank y'all for watching this video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to Church of the Enlightened. Or you can subscribe to Erskine the Prophet. I'm about to change that to E the Modern Day Prophet. But, yeah, leave any thoughts, comments, questions. I'll be happy to answer them. And please share the video, because I just shared with y'all something that nobody else has been able to figure out. Once again, I've done that. I do that every time. I'm always going to bring y'all the information that nobody else can. That's what I do. That's who I am. I am Minister Erskine Gibson, the Modern Day Prophet. And I don't mean to try to build myself up or blow myself up. I just have information that nobody else has. I have understanding that nobody else has. It just is what it is. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Thank you for watching the video. Everybody stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy. Peace.